Despite recent rain, the Colorado Springs Fire Department says we need to be on alert for wildfires, and they're hoping more people will show up to town halls to talk about the risk.
And one of those town halls happening tonight on the city's east side. News 5's Ashley Portillo is live from a nearby neighborhood with more about the fire risks for that side of town.
Yeah, so many people may think that this area is not at a great risk for wildfires, but it in fact is. There are a lot of open spaces out here, as well as hundreds of homes, and the fire department said this area could be devastated if a fire begins.
It doesn't matter where you live, there's going to be fire risk, whether it's house to house, whether it's a grassland fire, or it's a wildfire.
Angela Bird is a fire and life safety educator for the fire department. She says neighborhoods north of Fillmore, east of I-25, south of Woodman, and west of Academy are still part of the wildland urban interface.
Now, you may think that some of these parts of the city do not belong in the wildland urban interface or have less of a fire risk.
But there is a risk based on the topography and vegetation. And for the next 2 weeks, town hall meetings will be held for neighborhoods nearby.
I would think it's pretty informational, something that you would need to know, especially living in the areas. Every type of atmosphere has different environments you got to deal with, different types of situations.
Dominic Gonzalez recently moved to the area and says he's interested in learning more at the meetings.
Most definitely keep the family safe. So that's scary, you know what I mean? Never know how fast fires travel fast, and when they get going, they get going.
Bird says there's also been a big decline in people showing up. In April, around 200 people went, but last month, one meeting had about a dozen people. She thinks the rain and weather played a part.
I think when people think we get rain, or even when it's cooler temperatures, guards do go down. But the wildfire risk doesn't ever really go down.
So meetings are being held in this part of town on Tuesdays and Thursdays, both this week as well as next week. They're happening from 6:30 to 8 o'clock at night. Of course, we will have more information about those meetings posted on our website soon at KOAA.com. Reporting Colorado Springs, I'm Ashley Portillo, News 5.